Hi, class. This is David Flanagan. I'm really excited about teaching this class. I've been here 30 years and I've taught MBA students every year the whole time, and I really like our MBAs. I think you're hard workers, you got great experiences that you bring to the classroom, and I'm excited about that. I'm disappointed, however, to say I have to get a really important surgery in a couple of weeks. So, actually, it's tomorrow for me. Um, but I'm going to be kind of out of commission for a little while. And we're going to keep going with the class, though. The first 2 weeks are going to be online, and then we will meet in the high flex format. And usually throughout the semester, we have several other classes where you're going to be doing independent work or working with your teams where we won't be in the high flex. But anyway, I just wanted to give you kind of a kickoff to reiterate where things are and what you need to get done. Let me just really quick share my screen, and what I am going to go to about this class. And this is MBA6007. We're looking at strategic management. It's a big picture class. I'm looking across the functional areas of an organization, also looking into the future and understanding preparing for the future. We won't meet every Wednesday. The first 2 weeks, for instance, we're not going to meet on Wednesdays. But normally we will meet from 6 to 9 on Wednesdays, and that's either in the high flex in the classroom or online. You can pick which one you want to be at. The link for being online is my homeroom, and that's in the syllabus. I'll also send that out to you. And I'm Dr. David Flanagan. And again, you can read more about me in my bio out on eLearning, where you're all going to put your bios. Now, my teaching credo, I do want to go over that really quickly. My goal in my career is to be a learner and work to continuously improve. I want to keep students' honorable long-term interests in mind. And notice I have 2 apostrophes there, and that's done for a reason. I need to think about each student as an individual, but I also need to think about students as a group. Is about alumni, potential students, things like that. So I need to keep the integrity of the class high. You might say, well, this works out best for me, but if it establishes a bad precedence or something like that, or isn't fair to other people in the class, I've got to think twice about that. So just realize that's going to be going on. I work to be really prepared for class and bring my A game. I'm far from a perfect human being, but that's something that's important to me. Again, I'll say yes when I should. So yes when I can. So if you do have, a question or a concern or something like that, reach out to me. But understand if I should say no, to keep the integrity of the class, that's going to be important. I do want to say in this class, the tests can be challenging. I tend to get several people in the high 90s to 100. Hundreds are not uncommon at all on the tests. And I get a lot of people, some that score in the 80s. Many people do very well, but I get a few people that do terrible. And my only thought is that they're not studying, and some of them just admit, well, I didn't study. The tests are going to be online. The syllabus talks about how we're going to be delivering those. It's going to have 18 multiple choice questions based on the text study questions. There are text study questions out on eLearning, and I'll show you where those are in a minute. It'll cover chapters 1, 2, and 5, 6 questions from each chapter, and then 12 questions based on the notes and video lectures, page 1 through 21. 43-minute quiz. You answer one question at a time, and you can't go backwards. It's open book, open note because you're at home, and I can't monitor it, and I'm not going to try. But a lot of people say, well, why should I study? It's open book, open note. I don't want to just give you unlimited time and, here you can go and find the answers to these 30 questions and hunt and search for them, okay? If you know your stuff, you may run into a question or two. Oh, I remember where that is, and flip back to your notes. But you have to prepare. You have to answer the text study questions. You do that by reading the chapter and answering the questions as you go along. You have to go through the videos and fill in, all right, the notes as you move forward. And most of those are going to be things highlighted in green in the videos. Then you have to review these multiple times. Study for this test the way you would study for a test that is not open book, open note. And if you have a little bit of time and there's 1 or 2 questions, oh, I remember where that is, and you can quickly turn to it, that will work. But a key is to prepare. This comes right from the syllabus, and there are a lot of things independently you need to do these first 2 weeks to prepare for our first high flex meeting, which will be the week after that. That will be on 9/14. Recorded lecture notes, 1 through 5 of the notes. It's about 41 minutes. If that's too long for you, break it up. You can always hit pause. You can always come back. I'll show you where those are at. Also, there's a CAPSIM overview video, which is about 18 minutes. Chapter 1 of the textbook. Read it and answer the study questions that are on e-learning. I left down an A there. I won't leave out A's though during the class. Okay. Anyway, read the syllabus also. It's pretty long, but it's an important thing to do. Some things that are due on e-learning, you'll put in an introductory discussion thread, just introducing yourself. I've already done one out there, so you can see what that's like. The kicking off handout for CAPSIM. We're going to be doing 2 things in there. It's going to be the lecture and text content, or really 3 things. Lecture, text content that we're going to test on, and then a simulation. This gets you going with the simulation. And I put a little video out as well on things you can go over there. Also answer the basic concept questions 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, those are due to an appropriate e-learning discussion board by 9/6 Tuesday. E-learning you won't have access to until the class starts, but you can go out and read and answer these, and you can do the kicking off CAPSIM stuff early. All right. For the next week, there's some more video lectures. Chapter 2, read and answer those study questions. I'm also going to have you on your team in CAPSIM by then. Contact your team and just set up a little get to know each other meeting. Continue with the kicking off for CAPSIM handout. Also, a little 1-page case I want you to prepare for, and some more basic concept questions. Now, to show you where all these things are, I think the best thing for me to do is go out to e-learning. And under content, we have a variety of things here, okay? For instance, we have the recorded video lectures, and these are all of the different lectures, okay? We have the syllabus, we have lecture outlines, and we have partial notes. I do give you, as you go through the video, partial lecture note outlines. There's things you're going to have to fill in. Most of them will come up in the videos in green. Don't just scan for the green stuff. Watch the videos. All right. It's still, I think, an efficient way to do it. If I get going too fast, hit pause in the videos, and that will work. What else do I have out here? I have a copy of the syllabus, which is a really good thing to read. We'll come back to that in a minute. And then I have these text study questions for each chapter that you're responsible for. As you read the textbook, go through and answer these study questions. I will be writing multiple choice questions on the test that are based on these study questions. Now, let's see, what else do I have out here? Recorded lectures. I have some CAPSIM materials. This is that kicking off with CAPSIM handout that I've mentioned already. This is really important, and I've got a video on it, so I won't go into much depth. But it goes through the steps. The first step is due by 9/4 Sunday. You can do it now. Things are all set up, and I'll send you an email with this handout in it as well. And there's also a little thing, but I don't have to worry about it for a while, but a CAPSIM strategy worksheet out there. Let's go into the syllabus. All right, here we are. This gives you where you would WebEx into the HighFlex meetings. Office hours for now, if we can do things by email, that would really be nice. I'm going to be down to one bad hand, unfortunately, after this, which would be a pain. Get the textbook. I think it's probably the most popular textbook used in strategic management concepts today. It is credible, and answer the study questions that I have on e-learning as you go through them. All right. Let's see. I have here, read through what the various assignments are. Here's this introduction thread that you're going to need to do, and then getting started with the CAPSIM. This outlines what the 3 tests will cover, some mini cases, things like that. This gives the point layout, the grading scale, and down here we have all the due dates that you need. You'll see there's going to be some dates where there's no official class. Here I'm encouraging you or asking you to contact your team and figure out a get acquainted meeting to have with them online. Then we'll have some high flex days where people are in the classroom and online simultaneously on Wednesday night. And those will be about every other. Okay. We'll have individual work and teamwork some weeks. So there'll be time to get these things done. And you set up a meeting with your team. And then we'll have high flex meetings. The tests will be online. And so those meetings, we will not meet high flex. There could be some other things that are due. Okay. For that getting started, hand thing, what I'd like you to do is go to this post. It's under communications, discussions. Tell us about yourself. Due by 11:59 on 9 float 4. Here, telling about me. I included a picture. If you can include a picture, that would be great. But that tells you a little bit about me. There I am, a little bit younger there, but that's still me. What you would do here is start a new thread, make the thread your name, and tell us about yourself. Also out here on discussion threads is where you put answers to these basic concepts in strategic management classes. You have to submit before you can see what other people post, but then you will be able to see what other people post. Where these questions are, let me go back to the syllabus really quick. These questions are at the bottom of the syllabus down here. Answer these based on the video lectures, okay? And here, for instance, listen, describe the steps of the strategic management process, so on and so forth. The book is going to be a little bit different. I make no apologies for that. I'm trying to give you two different views, but these are best answered based on the video lectures, okay? Let's go back to other things. Under assessments, we have a Dropbox here. We will have some assignments out there. This one is due by September 13th. It's Robin Hood case ideas. Just write 200 words maximum. I don't want a book, but answer the questions to this case. It's just a little over a page and a half, all right? Assume you're a wandering guru whose expertise is the strategic management process. Offer Robin some advice in exchange for a hot meal, of course. Again, 200 words maximum. I just want to make sure people have read the case and put some thought into it. When we get to it, out here is also where we will do quizzes. There's a sample quiz out here that you can take an unlimited amount of times. And then here is the first test, okay? And these all update as we get closer to them. That is really about it for where we're at. Look over the syllabus, see these things when they need to be done. If anything's confusing to you, drop me an email. I'll respond as quickly as I can. And again, thanks for your patience this semester and all your hard work. Have a great day. Bye.